Look at this, folks. This is quite interesting. Look at this sort of sculpture made out of lights. Yeah. Huh. Like I say, you wander around the streets of London and you come across some fascinating things sometimes, and that includes the human beings. Oh dear. Oh boy. Yeah, look at this. Huh. Right. Okay. Wind again. Wind, 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 wind. Yeah. Right. Okay, folks. So I'll leave it there for now, and I'll catch you folks later. Bye for now. Okay, folks. So, Museum of London, just up here. This is all brand spanking new, this. This is being built. Again, I've done a few videos there. Guildhall, by the way, just to let you know, is just down there, essentially. Just down a couple of those side streets down there. Get to the Guildhall that way. And don't know what they're doing here, but I think this is part of the Crossrail thing. But, oh, actually, it looks like it's a new tube station. Wait a minute. Let me just have a nose here this a minute. Because you got the Crossrail stuff, and you got blah blah blah, and there's a, oh, hang on, Moorgate Station. Oh, yes, I think what they're doing, I think it's part of the yeah, it is Crossrail. It is part of the Crossrail. Yeah, yeah, because like, I think what they're doing is they're putting brand new entrances on it, and it's all part of the Crossrail. I'll tell you one thing, I must admit, I might do a little vlog about that. I'm not sure yet, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But yeah, this Crossrail project that they've been doing, I can't remember when they started it, but I mean, I don't know, 5 years now, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. There's got to be somewhere around that ballpark, but it's like one of the biggest infrastructure projects, I believe. Now this is my understanding. Again, I could be wrong, and so, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but I believe it is one of the biggest infrastructure projects in terms of rail, at least anyway, since like the 19th or 18th century or something. I mean, it's massive. It's a massive project, and it's all over, well, most parts of the city of London, and well, London itself, you know what I mean, and all the rest of it. It's a massive project, apparently, and you can see that in all the different areas and different parts of London that have got these huge big areas that are being sort of redeveloped and all the rest of it, all for this Crossrail thing. But yeah, so yeah, just fascinating. Like I say, I might delve into it a little bit and find out a bit more about it, because, you know, you think about it, they've not done a project like that since like I say, since they started building the railways. You know what I mean? And for us to, you know, build a project on that scale after all those years, it's quite impressive, I believe. Anyway, yeah, look, this I was watching. I've made videos of this thing being built. Maybe mainly on the other side, towards where, because we're coming up to where the Barbican Centre is. Essentially, we got the Museum of London, and sort of like just slightly on this direction, going that way, we're going towards the Barbican. And as I've walked across a couple of the bridges, in fact, look, there's one of the bridges there. And I said how rusty it looked, and I thought, wow, it's a rusty old bridge, but this was part of it, you see. And also that project that I worked on with the Museum of London, in conjunction with some other organisation who completely escapes me. Was it Blackfriars project? Oh, do you know, I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, there's a little section of the Roman wall just over here where I did my first videoing, well before I got into YouTube and stuff like that. It was the first time I ever used a camcorder. It wasn't my own at the time. It was, like I say, it was part of the. Sorry, I'm just completely captivated with this. See again, like I said before, about the spaces that buildings create as well. When they build new buildings and they create the spaces as well, which I find fascinating and interesting. But yeah, I was watching this all being built. This on this side, by the way, not. Sorry, I was pointing the camera over there when I said that. But look, this rusty bridge, which again I think it's that steel. Remember the steel that we saw in that building around what's there? Look at this as well. I don't remember this old, well, what looks like an old church. Wow, what the heck is this bit? This is, wow, and it looks like they might open this to the public, which would be cool. Yeah. Oh man, look at this. Look. What are they doing? This is awesome. Wow. So yeah, this is all, like I say, it was this particular building here, in fact, not the little section, this bit here that I was just looking at, but this section here. I actually videoed it as it was being built. I just found it fascinating. But look at this, look. They've got this little remnants of some old church here, which is fascinating. Now there's the Roman wall. You can't quite see it in the dark. It's just over there, and I think with all these barriers and things, I don't think we can quite go over there at the moment until obviously they've finished doing whatever they're doing with it. But we might be able to go down the other way, and I'll show you. I'll try and show you. But this is awesome, man, what they're doing. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so, oh, hang on, how do we get through it? Because, oh, I'm going the wrong way here. Oh, there's the path. I thought I was just going to be walking on back onto the road for a minute then. Right, okay, there we go, that's better. What's this on the road here? Like rails? Well, I don't think it is rails. What the heck is that? Huh. How interesting. Anyway, yeah. So the Guildhall, basically in that direction. It's not a stone's throw away from us. Got the Museum of London in front of us. I don't know how well you can see that in the video. Everything's very shiny. Yeah, look. Look at this. Wow. Oh man, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, so yeah, so seems how I'm here now. I might as well, we might as well visit the Barbican and also visit the wall around here, because I think it must be open by now. They must have finished off what they were doing. They must have, because like I said, this was all being, and there's the other part of the rusty bridge thing, and the Barbican. That's it in front of us, by the way. It's the Barbican right in front of us. But yeah, look at this, fascinating. But yeah, so when I was doing this project, and it was my first editing thing, and what's name, it was, we were in a classroom in the Museum of London, and they had these really neat desks that like had computers inside them, and you just flip the lid and the computer comes out. It was really cool actually. But yeah, here we go. See, this was all blocked off when they were building this thing, obviously, and you couldn't go down here. In fact, it looks like it's still all blocked off at the minute. They must be doing some renovation work to the wall, I guess. But yeah, we came down here and we did some filming down here. You see, on the other side of the wall, and this is part of the Roman wall. This is where the Roman fort was originally. Yeah, well, the gates are open anyway. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to go down there. It doesn't seem to, well, mind you, I don't know, there's temporary stairs there, maybe, no, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, look, you see, I don't know, maybe they're just doing a little bit of work. But yeah, see, this was all blocked off, like I said before, because obviously they were building this, all of this here. I love the way they've done this bridge and all. This bridge is really cool, actually. It's in keeping with all the Barbican sort of walkways and what have you. That's pretty cool. You see the the bendy bridge, say bendy, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But look, it goes all the way across there, goes all the way down there, and then goes into, leads back into the Barbican Centre. Like I say, it's all in keeping with the area, as it were. Right, let's go and have a look at it. Oh, right, this is part of the Roman wall, believe it or not. Now I know the brick at the top probably isn't originally Roman, but this is basically part of the Roman wall. And like I said, what we were supposed to do was we were supposed to do this little video about sort of like they had these objects that we could check out, and so we saw these Roman objects and we had to try and describe what they were and what we thought they were and what have you, and then relate them to the wall and the video so let me just show you. Let's go down these steps. It's going to be dark down here, guys, so you don't have to bear with me. I haven't got a torch with me or anything, so sorry. There might be a little bit of light coming from some of these office buildings, so you might be able to see me at times, but I just wanted to come. I haven't been down here for years now, mainly because of all this building work, because I would have brought you guys down here well before now, if it had all been open still. But here we go, look, so here we are. So this is where I did my first ever filming thing, and like I said, you know, it was the first time I'd ever used a camcorder, and it was the first time I did any kind of editing. So yeah, this is really cool. You see, and basically these little gardens, let me have a look, see, sorry, how well you can see it. Yeah, sorry, maybe I'll come there, maybe I'll come here tomorrow, maybe, in the daylight or something. But yeah, so these little gardens, this little garden area, it's basically for the office workers, I guess. I mean, not just, I mean anybody. I think it's open to the public essentially, so the public can come down here. It's not just office workers, but the heck is this? Sorry, I'm a nosy so-and-so me. I don't know what that is, but anyway, it doesn't go anywhere, by the way. It looks like it does, but it doesn't. I'll just double check just to have a nosy, because like I said to you, I'm a nosy. What the heck? Hang on. Sorry, folks. I am such a nosy coin. Right, yeah, it doesn't really go anywhere, but it's kind of fascinating. It's part of the wall. See, it's like you can see. Ugh. So it's like the wall's hollow inside or something. I don't know. But you see this glazed brick here. See, obviously that wasn't Roman, because I'm pretty sure the Romans didn't use glazed brick. But I think basically they built on top of the original Roman wall. I think that's what it is. That's what it boils down to, essentially. Like I say, I mean, I think the bottom half is definitely, you know, the original Roman wall, I think. But nonetheless, it is part of the Roman wall. Like I said, sorry, I don't know how well you guys can see any of this, because I'm not always looking at the screen, you see. Sometimes I'm actually looking at what I'm talking about, or sometimes I'm looking somewhere else, and I'm not always looking in the screen. But this is the Roman wall. And then, as you can see, you've got these little garden area that they've created, and then obviously with all these offices and what have you, you know, people come out here for their lunch, and it's quite pleasant. And I can imagine during the summertime it'll be even nicer, I would imagine. Well, they've got a little water feature here, and you've got these things up here as well. But this bit seems to be closed off, so that suggests that maybe that bit's not open to the public. The bit I'm standing in now is definitely. Look at them wrought iron gates over there and all. That's a really odd feature with all this modern construction and stuff. And then you got these really ornate, I say wrought iron, that's just my term. I don't know if it actually is wrought iron or not. But whatever it is made out of, I don't think, again, hang on, let me zoom in so you can see it. There we are. So, yeah. What an odd thing to have. And it's just there. Like, Anyway, yeah, you see, that's what I mean. There's just so many fascinating things, so many fascinating parts of London. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to come back here definitely during the daytime. Definitely have to come back here during the day and check this out, because it is a fascinating place. It really is. You know, because you're surrounded by all this modern steel, glass and concrete, and then you've got this ancient stuff here. Do you know what I mean? 2,000 years of history, and then you see all this. I have no idea what this is, you know. It's got a coat of arms up there. Makes me feel like it's some sort of courtroom or something. I don't think it is a court building though. I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't think it's a court building, but I could be wrong. Last time I looked on there, well, last time I was there, I could have swore it was... actually, let me turn that way, you can see me better. You can't see me properly then. I thought it was some sort of laboratories, but I don't know why I was thinking that, but I remember reading something on the front of it, and it was something to do with science. I might be wrong. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh no! Oh no! The rain's stopping play. Right, okay folks. Right, I'm going to head to the Barbican. At least that's going to be sheltered to some degree. Right, okay, I'm going to leave it there now. And I shall catch you folks later. Bye for now. Okay folks, so the Barbican Centre. Yay! At 2:30 in the morning. It is now, like I say, 2:30 in the morning. Now of course the centre itself is closed, so we can't go that way, which I normally go. I would go in obviously and walk through, but obviously today we can't because it's, let's say, it's 2:30 in the morning. Look at this thing, eh? It's a fascinating thing, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I've never been here at 2 o'clock in the morning before, I must admit. It's almost like doing a 3 AM challenge almost, although the thing is there's no real challenge here necessarily. Just walking around at that time of the day. I would love to do another 3 AM challenge somewhere, to work out when and where and how. Right, I'm getting really tired now folks, so I don't know. I'll tell you what. Let me show you this mural made out of tiles, which I really like and enjoy because of all the shapes and patterns, of course. Because it is an art centre as well as a residential centre. Essentially, it was like a city built within the city. That's how it was described. It was built in the 70s. This was. And it was in its day it was quite wow, it's got almost a impressionist bit, that was almost. Yeah, so it's also an art centre and cultural centre, and it's a cinema, it's a library, there's all sorts of things here, and like I say, the way it was built, the whole thing was like, you see, because look, you got a school there as well. There was a school, yeah, a Guildhall school. You see, you got like a school built into it. You got the Museum of London is kind of part of that as well. But yeah, so you know, this whole thing was built as supposed to be like a little city within a city, essentially. And yeah, you see, and it goes all the way over there. It covers a big area, like I say. But most of this where I am now, these are all apartments, flats and stuff, or what have you. I mean, I think for most of you guys, you probably know of this place or have seen some of my other videos when I've been here during the daytime. But you see, these are all apartments where you see these lights on here and there. All of that, all of the apartments where people live. Not cheap either, by the way. From what I understand, they're mega expensive. So, you know, from what I understand anyway, I mean, I don't know fully the ins and outs of it, to be perfectly honest with you, but that's what I believe is the situation. Let's walk this way. So I was thinking of going up there, but I bet it would be dead windy and I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so this, as I say, was essentially supposed to be like a city within a city, essentially. And like I said, it was built in the 70s, and the whole idea as well was that the concrete, because like you go inside and it's just bare concrete like this, but the way they did it, especially on some of the pillars and some of the other walls inside the library and stuff like that, it's like really textured, and it's really I can't think of a better way of describing it than that, really. But like I say, if you check out some of my earlier videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Obviously I can't show you it now unless there's an example of it when we go down here, so I'm not 100% certain if there is or not. But actually, you can't go that way either. Right, okay, so we kind of flipping heck. That means, maybe I'm going to have to go over the top. I might have to go up the stairs actually, because can we get across that way? I don't think we can we? Right, I think I'm going to have to go up the stairs actually, thinking about it. I didn't realise it was all blocked off down there. I thought you could just walk through. Right, okay folks, so I'm going to leave it there, I think. I'll quickly just show you this, by the way. It's just part of the blurb of the thing. That's the artist. That's the guy, Dorothy, I beg your pardon. So yeah, okay. Radio and television. I was going to see if I was. Aha! Yes, impressionist. Impressions derived from patterns produced. Blah 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 blah. I said it kind of looked impressionist. I think it was this one. Hang on. I should have counted them. Sorry, never mind. Anyway, yeah, this little section. Where is it? This one here. When I saw that, it reminded me of impressionist painting, especially this little tile here. That tile there, because they look like columns on a building. That's what it made me think of. And it just kind of looked like an impressionist painting, almost. Yeah. Right, okay folks. So I'm going to go up these stairs, see if I can get myself back out, otherwise I'm going to have to walk all the way around. And we might have to go past the guild hall yet. Right, okay. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'll catch you folks later. Bye for now. Go folks, it is 2:45 in the morning. 2:45 in the morning. It's been a long time since I wandered around the streets of London at this time of the day. That I remember anyway. I mean, I might have done it before recently. I don't know. Do you know, to be perfectly honest with you, I can't quite remember off the top of my head now. But anyway, yeah. So, okay folks, that was the Barbican at 3 AM. Well, not quite 3 AM, but nearly 3 AM. Like I say, it's quite an impressive place. It's quite massive, like I say. You can see how big it is. You know, I've been walking around for a little while, and like I say, you got the exhibition halls, you got residences, you got these huge, tall blocks here. There's three. There's three of them, I think, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So there's three of them. They've got these three tall, big tower blocks, and oh, I just realised I could have shown you this. Oh, never mind. Wait, let me see. I'm trying to show you the concrete and what it looks like, the way they designed it. See, the trouble is it's a bit dark here, so I don't know if you can see it that well. You might be able to, but I'm just trying to show you, illustrate. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go where the light is. That makes sense, wouldn't it? See, look, this is what it's like on the inside of the library and part of the exhibition halls. The concrete looks like that inside, and it's got this lovely textured surface, like, and that was done deliberately, like I say. And this was built in the 70s, and I think at that point it was quite a new idea. It was quite something that had never been tried before, a new technique or whatever. So yeah, okay folks, so I'm getting a bit weary, as you can imagine, being 3 AM in the morning. So I'm going to start heading towards St. Paul's and then go over the bridge again and what have you. But in the meantime, if anything interesting along the way, obviously, I will definitely vlog it. So, okay, for now, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll catch you folks later. Bye for now. Just to show you how cold it is, folks. Look at that. There's a little pond here, and it's frozen solid. Look how thick that ice actually is. Flipping heck. I mean, I wouldn't want to walk on it. It's all broken anyway now, but look how thick that ice was, or is even. Wow. And yet, like I said, funny enough, it's not that cold compared to, like I say, the way it was the other day. It's not as cold, nowhere near. Sorry, I just had to film that because, like, oh man, what am I getting like? I can't stop vlogging everything I see. I'm just vlogging everything. It's like, oh, I gotta vlog this, I gotta vlog that. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Oh, that's quite a cool shot actually. Wow. Sorry, the moon. That's what I was trying to get at. There we go. Wow. From my perspective, you see, it looks really, really cool. I don't know, it kind of doesn't look that good on the screen actually. It doesn't look as impressive as it does from the way I'm standing here, where it was just in between the two buildings there. Right, I know I keep saying it, I know, on and on and on. Vlog after vlog after vlog. Another marathon vlog again. That's the thing, you see, once I start going, it takes me ages sometimes. You know, it takes me ages to do something sometimes. It takes me ages to start to do something or whatever. And then eventually, once I get going, it's kind of like I can't stop. It's like I just can't stop vlogging. Vlog. Wow. So yeah, as you can see, this place is huge, man. It's massive. I mean, those lights are now obscuring the what's name. Sorry about that, but it goes all the way over there, Like I said, all the way over there, it's a massive thing. And like I say, there are shops that were here as well. I don't know where they are these days, but there was a ton of shops as well. This is a bridge that leads into a tube station just over there, Moore Street I believe. Moore Street tube station just over there. It'll be closed now though, of course. Some of the tube stations like Victoria Line, the Victoria Line's open 24/7 now, but that'll be closed. Yeah, it is. I can see the gates are closed. So you see, look, you got the Barbican station, that's there, yeah, and the museum is this way. So I'm going to kind of walk in this direction because it will take me back towards St Paul's, and then I can walk across the thing. But yeah, there was a bunch of shops. I think some of them shops are down here actually. There's still some knocking about, I don't know. But yeah, so it was like I say, it was supposed to be like a little city within itself. Do you know what I mean? Everything's self-sufficient. Do you know what I mean? The school being there, you know, so the residents of the, the school would be right there. They wouldn't have to, you know, go travelling to go to school and what have you. And there was shops and what have you. You know what I mean? It was like I said, it was meant to be like a little self-sufficient, you know, place where all amenities and you know, facilities and so forth were all incorporated in the same thing, like. So as you can see, it's pretty substantial, and it's all built within the site of the Roman fort as well. Like I say, that's why you got the Museum of London just over there, and then the Roman wall, which I was showing you just before. So yeah, and you got all these walkways. Like I say, you know, there's all this. So everything's connected to each other. Quite amazing, actually. Quite stunning. Quite amazing. And like I say, you got like theatre and there's pictures, you know, cinema and exhibition thing, you know, sort of art gallery and library. So yeah, like I say, everything under the same roof almost, if you like. Do you know what I mean? Pretty good. Right, okay, again, for now. Hang on. Sorry, I love these columns. I love the fact that they've done that with it. Do you know what I mean? I love this, I love it. Every time I see it, I want to touch it. You know, I want to feel it. I'm a very tactile person, me. But yeah. So, okie dokie folkies. So you see, look, they've got this big green area as well, sort of thing. You see, they've got, in the summertime they can sit there and, you know, whatever, you know, the residents of the place and everything. So yeah, quite awesome, man. Oh, in fact, look, there's a little map here. Let me just show you the map and gives you maybe another idea of how big this place is. And you can see all the different green spaces, you see. And there's the Museum of London, look. So you see how it's incorporated within it. And look, there's the London Wall. You see, in the London Wall, this is all part of what used to be the Roman fort thing, like I said. You know, it's all part of the Roman, what's the name, like, you know. So, and I would imagine when they were excavating all this and building all this, I would imagine they unearthed quite a few objects, which now probably more than likely reside in the Museum of London. So that's quite, again, handy still, isn't it? So that it's like, you know, they excavate this area as they're building it, and they presumably find a ton of Roman artifacts and things, no doubt, I would imagine. And then, like, the museum's right there. Oh yeah, we just built the museum, and oh yeah, we've just found all this stuff. Right, let's put it in the museum. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah. Okay, folks, definitely. For now, at least, like I said, unless something else comes up and, you know, decide to vlog that. Okay, so for the time being, at least, I shall leave it there, and I'll catch you folks later. Bye for now.